Hello there, Miss Sola here from Learn to Grow. I hope that you guys are having a great day, trying to enjoy the last days of our sunny weather. I'm here in Zone 8 Pacific Northwest, so we mostly get a lot of rain, and it's nice and warm out today. And I've got the pumpkins still curing out here in the sun. I'm going to have to take them in soon because we're going to be getting lots of rain the next couple of weeks. Anyway, today I want to show you how to plant your strawberry runners. And to me, I think it's the most prolific way to propagate strawberries, although you can plant them, you know, of course, by seed or by the lateral crowns. It's loud, motorcycle. When you plant them by seeds, you usually wait at least 1 to 2 years until the plant is established enough or mature in order for it to produce fruit. Now also the lateral crowns is when you uproot the plant itself. And when you look closely on the roots, you can separate the roots, and above each root there's a sprout, a new plant growing, so you can actually divide them that way too and propagate them like that as well. But I think the runners are one of the easiest way because you can just stick the little runner, the plant that's sprouting, I'll show you here in a minute, and in some soil, and it'll eventually root itself. But also, I'm going to be showing you my new strawberry patch. My wonderful neighbor is letting me use part of his big backyard. He's got a couple acres, so he's gonna let me use a small section for my new strawberry patch, and I'm really excited about that because now they can just propagate and spread throughout, and in the next few years we'll have a lot of fruit. But I will go ahead and show you how to plant your strawberry runners.
Now this patch here, we only started with about, I believe, 6 small plants, and as you can see, they have propagated their way all over the place and putting out all these little runners. The variety of strawberries I have here is the Everberry, so it's a hardy variety and it can withstand temperatures even below freezing. These ones survived through the winter last year. I just pretty much just cut off the dead leaves and they just grew some new ones. Now also, when you're planting your runners, you want to make sure that you keep your soil moist. That way it'll help promote root growth and get some water to the plant. Okay, so we'll find ourselves a runner, and this is really easy to do. There's no special techniques. So this one already has some roots, so let me show you. It's actually trying to root itself into the gravel here. And on the other end of that, there's another smaller runner here. Oop, there we go. That's also some tiny roots in there as well. So I'm going to plant this runner here, and you just gently press it into your soil, just like that. That is it. See how easy that is? And make sure you cut off this other runner on the other end. So you want to cut that off, that way the growth will concentrate on this runner itself as the roots develop. Now once this little runner is established and the roots are developed, you can cut the umbilical, the stem here that connects to the mother plant in there somewhere. So, but you don't want to do it too early. You want to make sure that the plant has grown a little bit and has more leaves, so that way you know it's developed or developing fine. But like again, you want to cut off this other end here so that we'll concentrate all the energy onto this little runner. But now let me show you. These ones I placed in the soil about 5 days ago now. So I'm just going to gently lift this up and show you to see if it has any new roots or any roots. And as you can see how quickly they do that. They produce the roots. This one here too, there's a tiny one right there. Let me see how these ones are doing. Oh, look at this. I barely pressed this into the soil. As you can see, look at all those roots. Now planting the runners, I think it's the most prolific way to propagate your strawberries, and they'll produce berries sooner than starting with seeds. When you start them from seeds, it takes at least a year or two for the plants to be established and grow some fruits for you. This is probably the easiest and very cheap to do. So you can even just plant a couple strawberries in the patch and they'll put out these runners and they'll propagate themselves. Here is our strawberry garden bed, and it's about 3 feet wide by 6 feet long. And as you can see, it's just so crowded. There's barely in a room here, and then we've got all these runners sprouting all over the place. So I'm going to show you the new place for these strawberries. Now there's a part of our garden, and this is the area I was referring to. If I start all the way towards near the fence there, so I'm looking at about, it looks like at least 10-12 feet wide, and as long as where I'm at, about maybe 40 feet at least. Of course, it's going to take some labor, and so I'll be busy for the next week or so cleaning all this up and working in the compost, maybe sifting the soil because there's going to be lots of pebbles in there. But anyways, I'm so excited and grateful that I have such a wonderful neighbor.
I hope
so
that you
it
guys
doesn't
found
hurt to
this
ask.
helpful. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. Also want to remind you that we are on Facebook as well as Twitter, where I usually put updates and some pictures. And just want to say thank you so much for watching and subscribing to our channel as well. Anyways, happy fall and happy gardening.